She's large.
Okay.
And she's strong, but she has arthritis. Comes at me like a shark in water. And then the scratch was the end. And then I went, ah!
Okay.
Ah! And then I run out the back door, I put that on there, and then I called EMT.
Right.
Every day brings something crazy to the life of an officer, and sometimes they're changed forever. In today's video, you're going to see what happens when police make the most terrifying discovery of their lives. Hidden pills. In Arizona, law enforcement officers conducted a traffic stop in the morning of March 6, 2024, after spotting a vehicle that had a significant crack in the windshield. The officer was going to let the driver walk away with a warning until he learned that the driver had bigger issues than a cracked windshield. He was driving without a license, and that opened the door for an investigation that would change his life forever.
How you doing, sir? Deputy Officer Navajo County Sheriff's Office. Reason for the stop today is going to be the massive crack you got in your windshield, bro. You got one going all the way across the top and all the way up the side, bro. Okay, so I ain't gonna give you a ticket, man. Just gonna be a warning. Gotta get that replaced, okay? You can't be driving down the roadway with something that's gonna... Oh, okay, I got you. So like I said, man, I ain't gonna be giving you a ticket. It's gonna be a warning. You got your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance? Do you have your identification or driver's license?
I don't, but I just have a photo of it.
Okay, yeah, that'll work, man.
It's just only
It's expired. Is it expired or suspended? Okay, but you didn't get it suspended for like DUI or anything like that? Okay. So where's your license out of? California. Okay. What's your name, man? Jamie Savito? So, do you have the registration insurance for the vehicle handy?
Yes.
I think that might be it right there, my man. Where are you headed to? Where are you headed to? Albuquerque? Okay, sick. I'll tell you what, man, bring your phone with you. We'll have you step out. We'll go back to my car. We'll start knocking out the warning, so while you're pulling up your ID, we can get you on your way a little faster, okay? Plate is going to be California 7 David Lincoln Williams 006. I'll be standing right here about my front tire, bro. Do you have any weapons on your pistols or anything like that? Or you can sit and be patting you down, just make sure you don't got nothing? Alright, I'll be standing here. Keep looking for that license, bro. So you're going to Albuquerque, what's out there? Oh, you got family up there? How long are you going to be out there for? Okay. What part of Albuquerque? Oh, okay. So like I said, man, just a warning, no ticket, no points, no fines, okay?
The more the driver talked, the worse the situation got. He identified himself as Jamie Acevedo, and that was the last truthful thing he said.
It's my cousin's car, so everything's gonna be under me.
So have you ever had a license, bro? Is this just an ID card? Last is gonna be a 2-part. How long you lived down San Bernardino? Oh, okay, sick. I grew up toward like, if you know where Ventura's at, on the other side. Oh, I got you. More toward like Santa Barbara. What do you do for work?
I'm a service technician.
Okay, so like for vehicles or? Nice.
Okay, so I was 21 at the time, right?
Uh-huh.
I crashed 6 days before my 21st birthday. I had Corona in my system.
Okay, so
One
DUI.
year. So they gave me a DUI.
Okay, so they suspended it for DUI.
Yeah, because even if I was under the limit, I wasn't supposed to have anything in my system.
Right. I got you. Yeah, you're literally supposed to blow zeros if you're under 21.
Yeah, but my birthday was 6 days before.
Right.
So when I wrecked, I'm pretty sure that's probably what it is, but...
Jamie was now facing a misdemeanor charge, but within a few minutes that would change.
Go ahead and turn around for me, alright? Because you're driving on suspended license, and you're suspended due to DUI, suspended or revoked due to DUI. In the state of Arizona, that's a misdemeanor, okay?
Oh,
so, yeah, so you're under arrest, bro.
Did I get thrown out?
come out? That's up to the judge, bro. Alright, my man. So you got anything on you that's gonna poke me, stick me, stab me? Nothing? What you got back here? Nothing? Receipts. You gotta get a belt, bro. Coke? What is it? Hey, Danny.
That's from
Yeah, I know, bro, but you still can't pills.
We get him back.
Alright, man, so now you're under arrest for these, okay? If it's just personally, you get in possession of, okay? It is a class, I want to say class 4 or class 6 felony, okay? With this, I mean, not good, bro. So, real quick, let me read you something, okay? So, right here, are you responsible for everything that driving it to Albuquerque? Okay, so
It's my cousin's.
okay, I got you, but you're the one driving it, right? So, like, I found on you. Are we gonna find more car or any or anything like that? No? Okay. Alright. Hang out with the officer here, alright?
A search of the vehicle uncovered something that no one at the scene would ever forget.
Where are all your clothes at, bro? You said you're gonna be in Albuquerque for a week. Hey. It's a little more than personal use, my man. I copied.
The only way Jamie was going to stay out of jail was to convince the officer that the car wasn't his. The 10,000 in his car was all the motivation he needed.
Are we gonna find anything else in the car, bro? Alright. Well, the thing is, man, we find you, then we find more in the car. You know what I mean? It's not like you say you don't use fentanyl or you don't mess with and you got it on in your pocket. You know what I mean? You see where I'm coming from with it? Have you ever been arrested for anything like that before? Just DUI? Are you snorting the? Yeah, because that was the ones I pulled out of his pocket.
The charges filed against Jamie are unknown, and the case is still pending as of the date of this video. The charges against our next suspect have been well publicized. Bloodshed over Valium. On December 27, 2023, in Lake County, Florida, officers were called to a home that a woman, Donna, shared with her daughter, Jillian Joan Vaccaro. Jillian nearly ended Donna's life after stabbing her multiple times, but said she acted in self-defense after Donna lunged at her. When she was asked why, she claimed she was cooking and her mother was angry about her loud music.
Hey, I'm Detective with the Sheriff's Office. Are you Jillian? Okay. How you doing? Okay. Can I talk with you a little bit, try to figure out what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened?
I was cooking.
Okay.
Kitchen. She wanted me to turn my music down. She came out and lunged at me out of nowhere,
Okay.
and then she lunged at me and scratched me with her nails. Started really coming at me.
Wait, what did? I'm sorry.
Donna came at me out of
Okay.
the room.
Okay, your mom. Okay.
She wanted me to turn the music down, but
Okay.
she literally lunged at me
Okay.
out of hell. She had scratched me with her nail, and that's
Okay.
when I literally,
Okay.
fight or flight kicked in, and I was
Okay.
like, I'm not about to run
So-
and have her.
So she came at you while you were in the kitchen, like cooking.
I was actually listening to music in the living room. I was in the living room at that point, walking or
Okay. So you
bopping around. I don't know.
Okay, so you're listening to music, kind of chilling. You're done in the kitchen, and then she comes out of her room.
She lunges out of her room.
Okay.
And it's very dark in the room. So,
Okay.
So there's no lights on in the kitchen.
Is her room like attached to the? I've been in there. So is her room like right attached to the living room, or how is it?
So when you walk in, her room is all the way back to the left.
Okay.
And I just had to figure out which side it was, but on my hand, but the left side, and
Okay.
then where I was just bopping around with the music too loud, which is what made her lunge out of her room at me. I was just there in the dark because sometimes the lights hurt my eyes.
Okay.
So I was starving, man, literally starving.
You didn't get any food that you cooked up, or?
I had already been having some kind of a defense, need to defend myself because she would bang on my door, say all this stuff, and she even opened it and came in my room with a rusty screwdriver, and I had to bang the door closed because I was oh my god.
So.
But
Okay. So was that yesterday or today though, or was that something?
That was just this past week. We've had a few things where
arguments,
and then even the police were called where she had to get a welfare check because I just was I don't want to talk right now. I'm just resting. I haven't had a job in a while. And I've been trying to I was looking at that, but
yeah, it's weird. It's like it's broke or something.
The officer was surprised that Jillian was so forthcoming with her responses, and even more so when she admitted that she blacked out. He took advantage of her talkative nature and let her say as much as she wanted to.
What does she do for a living? Does she do, is she retired or is she?
She worked,
Sorry.
She Mission Inn Resort and
excuse me. That's been out there a long time, Mission Inn. So, you were in the kitchen, but then you went to the living room, you're listening to some music, and then she come barging out of her room.
It's like a bat out of hell, literally
but you didn't.
running.
So you knew it was her, but she come out. Now, was she have anything in her hands, or is she what's she doing? What's she saying?
I'm trying to figure out which hand it was without my hands. It was her left hand, then came and strike my right hand with her nail, and that's when, based on her demeanor and her violent, it was almost energy. Where she was about to make me turn down that music. She was
was it from your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so,
okay.
I blacked out, man. I was I have to defend myself.
Okay. So,
I would.
She came out possibly with her nail from her finger. Like, okay, like, now does she, what happens after that? Like, what point do you call 911? I mean, what happens? Or
Well, basically,
do you guys
it
tussle?
wasn't even
or do
about
you
that.
guys...
It was literally, she approaches me, attacking me.
Right.
I defend myself.
Okay.
Then I run out the back door, unlock the screen door,
Right.
and hope to God that she's
Okay.
okay. I'll sorry about the hope and whatever, but like literally, like I just run out the back door. Then I call right when I set down that knife on the garbage, and then and then I just go, and I just call.
When she attacked you, do you remember as far as what you had to do to get her? You know, what did you do? Did you hit her? Did you kick her? Did you? What's that?
I don't know if I should be talking now.
Okay. Oh, I'm just. It's up to you. That's up.
Quite frankly, it happened. There's only one way it happened.
Well, yeah. Okay.
There's only one way it happened, and quite frankly, I saw it. I was there. I was the only one. That's it. So,
Okay.
you know,
Okay. Would you have any issue if I don't know where they went, but our CSI girls, if they photographed your hand where if she got you with her nail,
that's okay.
would that be okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if there's even more.
Just in case. I mean, if she did get you, then I just want to make sure that we document it.
Right.
So
I don't mind. I consent.
Okay. I'll see if they.
The officer explained that she'd have to go to jail and she might be in some trouble. When she questioned why, that was explained to her too.
Well, let me see if I can get stuff figured out, okay? I'm not gonna lie. You might be in some trouble. So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you about that. Well, my job is to try to come out and get all the facts and try to figure stuff out. So, okay?
Thanks for your honesty and.
Hey, he's gonna be transporting you over to our jail, okay? Looking at everything, it's.
2 questions. I'm not sure if you're the person that should answer faster.
Okay.
Maybe I should ask you if the nature. I know you're a busy man, but the nature of these 2 questions, if you may.
If I can answer them, I will.
Okay, so
absolutely.
The 2 things I'm curious about are the status of the victim,
Right.
and if I may press charges on the victim for charging at me.
She was stable last time I knew. That was yesterday afternoon. I haven't been advised of any.
That's all I heard.
Yeah, that she's stable, and she was, as far as I know, I haven't been given any updates since yesterday afternoon. But I was told that I would be updated if anything changed.
Okay.
So as far as I know, she's still stable. As far as charges, the evidence doesn't really support that. The state may decide differently when they actually look at stuff, but that's something.
Yeah, the trial is many days from now.
But right now, as far as charges, you didn't have a scratch on you, so to speak. No significant injury.
You said that the CSI person would photograph my hand, and you never followed through with that.
No, she did. When she told me she photographed me, she came over the tall black.
On this hand, you guys never asked me where she scratched me.
Okay.
And by now, it could have been the marks from the handcuffs when she ran my hand so hard.
Yeah. Let me. If I have to Mirandize you, because
I'm not getting. I'm not.
No, I don't want them to say. No, it's not that. I just don't want them to say that I was trying to get you to talk more if you've already been appointed counsel and stuff. I can tell you I can tell you my reasoning. Oh, well, that was my doing. My doing. So, at the scene, you have no significant injury. You haven't been stabbed. You haven't been beat black and blue or anything like that. Your mom, however, almost.
Yes, and she came at me at full speed, full force.
Okay. The problem is also the evidence doesn't support that in the living room. The blood spatter. I've been doing this almost 18 years.
And she came and talked to me.
Right. I know, but the evidence. What I'm saying is your statement doesn't match the evidence I see at the scene. And I went with the evidence I see because That's literally like evidence, scientific evidence, spatter, plus the general state of it, it just didn't fit what you had told me. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Plus, she had told people that you had stabbed her when they first got there. So you have a woman almost killed by being stabbed to death with somebody that has almost not a mark on them, and who, you know, well, you can imagine.
Listen, you didn't hear that,
I listened to part of the 911 calls, but once again, what people say and evidence that I see, maybe, I have to go with evidence. Evidence is scientific, it doesn't lie, it's there. It can be documented, whereas somebody can tell me something that may or may not be true.
Getting through to her about what was going on would be easier said than done.
Our system isn't perfect, but it's the best we've got.
As a God, everything is scared. That's why I'm not going to sit here in trouble and be scared. I just want to know the facts. I want you to be straight up with me, please. Because it's a serious case.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is not orange. This is not black.
I know.
This is not scared straight. This is serious as my life is on the line.
Well, and the crime that was committed, that's on that charging affidavit, is a serious crime.
Yeah, and I know that easily.
Well, if somebody scratched you, would you almost stab them to death?
The thing is,
That's what happened,
big woman,
is what you're
you're a big
saying.
man, right? She's about your size. And I'm saying this pretty much to you because you were there. This is the most personal thing that I could possibly have gone through with you. I don't know.
Okay.
But dude, I need someone to talk to you about this. I'm in here fucking getting treated like shit by this woman, getting treated like shit by everybody because they think I'm a murderer. When literally this woman, look at me.
Right.
I'm tiny.
Right.
I've been malnourished my whole life for a long time, since I was like 10, 11. I've died a few times.
Okay,
My growth was stunted by certain things. I won't go into detail.
right,
You're a large man. You don't understand. This
Right.
woman is 57 or something,
Right.
50 something years old. She's large
okay,
and she's strong, but she has arthritis. Imagine her hopping out of her bed. You're just bopping around the kitchen, and then
right,
comes at you like a shark in water. And
Right.
and then the scratch was the end.
Okay.
And then I went,
okay,
and then I run out the back door and put that on there, and then I call EMT.
right.
I'm like, oh,
But you didn't just stab her just once, it's like 7 times.
trust me, it
mean-
was an extremely bad.
You love your mom, right?
We all know
I mean-
the love for our mother is unconditional, yet sometimes complicated.
Absolutely. And a mother's love for her daughter is the same way.
And there were many police checks up until that point,
Yeah,
documenting
but,
our relationship.
right. But, and you remember also, I asked you yesterday, I said, you know, did she have any weapons in her hand? And you told me that she didn't, she just had her
But she's
nails.
large, and she was going to take me down
Okay.
based on everything. When she went,
But
I went.
remember, I
You know,
also,
fight or flight mode.
Right.
We all know psychology. Just please treat me like an adult and a human
absolutely.
being.
24-year-old Jillian was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and attempted second-degree murder. Up next, you'll be introduced to 3 women with dreams of being kingpins. Drug-fueled night. In Indiana on December 19, 2023, the DEA and local law enforcement were involved in a surveillance operation that targeted 3 women. The 3 women, Latasha Weatherspoon, Marlene Richardson, and Christina Enriquez, were suspected of drug running using commercial air travel, and a traffic stop would determine their fate. They all had a different story to tell, but could any of them talk themselves out of an arrest? Let's find out.
Making the stop, 7350. They haven't come to a complete stop yet.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning.
How you doing?
Hi, Fanny.
Not too bad. You got your license and registration with you?
Well, registration's for rental car.
It's okay. Just anything with a van or whatever.
I don't know
Are
where
you in a hurry this morning? Are you heading somewhere?
Yeah, we're going to a funeral.
Oh, to a
I don't-
funeral.
Yeah.
Whose
Y'all know
funeral?
where we're at. PTSD Springs.
Okay. That might work.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. It's all right. Back at, I believe it's Bridgeport. When you come onto Washington Street, you roll through the stop sign, didn't come to a complete stop. I'll try to get you.
Please, I don't know nothing about it.
You're good. Give me just a second. Let me run everything. How we doing today? Hang tight for a second. Where y'all headed to? A funeral.
Yeah, we just landed and we don't know where we're at. The GPS keeps
And they're supposed to take us to the gas station.
Where y'all coming from?
Airport.
Like, I get that. What state?
California is my cousin from Chicago.
Okay, alrighty. How long y'all staying? Y'all got a ton of luggage.
a week.
A week? Okay.
Well, I'm staying a week. They're staying. We got a funeral to be at.
Okay, hang tight. Seatbelt. Good? Yep. Man, is this window rolled down?
I don't know.
You got one back here too. Go ahead and step out of the car for me.
What am I stepping out the car for, sir?
Dog indicated. Go ahead and step out of the car for me.
Okay, what?
Step out of the car for me. Step out of the car. Just keep your hands where I can see them. You can leave everything in the car. Turn around, face that way. Put your hands on your back. I'll explain everything here in just a second. You're not under arrest at this time.
It took less than 10 minutes for their lives to change. No one believed their stories, but none of that would matter after the officers searched their rental car.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me. Please, go ahead and put your phones in there for me.
Can I record? I don't know what's going on.
So, all right, I got a... And he alerted that there's presence of odor. Just put your phones down.
Yeah, I'm like, can I record whatever?
Yeah, you can record whatever you want. You can put it on record, but I asked you to just leave it there. You ain't got no weapons on you, nothing like that? Okay, all right, just turn around for me real quick. You're not under arrest. You're not under arrest. You're just being detained, okay?
Oh, why am I being detained?
Because my dog alerted on the vehicle that there's a presence of... All right, step on back here for me. I'm gonna put you next to this car because it's warm, okay? You just put your hands on the hood, keep your hands warm. That's it. Not going inside. Step back here. Yep. Just put it right there. Let a little bit of heat come out of there because it is cold out. I'm gonna have you step out, okay? You ain't got no nothing like that?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and step out for me. Cuffs? Yeah, I'd use my second. You got your second? No, I don't.
Why am I being handcuffed?
You're just being detained. You're not under arrest, okay?
Why am I being detained?
My dog alerted on the vehicle that there's a presence. So we're going to search your vehicle. If there's nothing in there, then y'all are free to go.
Illegal search. Illegal search.
Yeah, in Indiana, if a police dog alerts on a vehicle, that's probable cause to search the vehicle. Is there anything in the vehicle that shouldn't be in there? Read them, Miranda, first. Are we going to find anything illegal in the bags? Not that you know of?
I only have a carry-on.
You only have a carry-on? Okay. So my dog, he is trained on 6 odors. With this being a rental car, fairly new, I'm assuming there's no odor in the vehicle other than what you all brought into it.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Can I talk to you real quick, ma'am? Where you guys coming from?
They're coming from LA. One is from LA. I think she's from Ohio. We just going to Kentucky for a while.
How do you know them?
That's my cousin, and that's the person that's his girlfriend.
That's what?
Girlfriend, person.
Okay. You in relation to the girl up there?
That's the girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Are you related to that person up there?
That's my cousin. No.
Okay. When's the funeral?
Huh?
When's the funeral?
It's today.
Oh, today? Okay. Hang tight for me right here. How do you know the other two?
We're family. We're like really close friends.
Okay. Who was it that passed away?
Our cousin. We call him our cousin.
Oh, okay. How do you know her up there?
Cousin.
When's the funeral?
In 2 days.
In 2 days? Okay. All right, so you got time, so we're not delaying you too long. I just don't want you guys to be late or anything.
I smell it. I can smell it now. Here, grab that corner and pull. No. Oh, something just dropped. Tampon.
That's Mike.
That's heavy though. I don't know. Not.
Can't all be.
That's. Oh boy, that's a bunch of. So we're good on this bag. I got everything there. Oh man, that's heavy.
The officers would never forget pulling the pounds and pounds of out of the woman's suitcases.
That one came out of that. I need to get a picture of that one came out of there.
Take a picture real quick for you.
All right. That, my dear, is
All right, so here's the deal, okay? I don't know if you see, but they're getting bundles of out of bags, okay? I talked to other people, and they claim the other bags aren't theirs, okay? Here's the thing, I understand sometimes people, they get into a money situation where, hey, they get down on luck or whatever, so they feel like they need to do something. That doesn't mean somebody's a bad person. I just want to know what your story is.
My story is, my father is in law enforcement. I grew up in a sheltered community.
So what happened today?
Today, just with my cousins, going to a funeral.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop you right there, okay? The funeral story is BS, because I talk to everybody individually, okay? Matches up, all right? So we can start over. What's going on today? Because you know and I know that's not true, okay? So how'd you end up here with a bunch of bodies?
I just came with my cousins.
You came with your cousins? So where's the going? Because that's what I'm concerned about now.
I have no idea.
Okay, so how'd you end up here? Are you getting paid to bring this? You getting a little bit, I'm sure?
I literally don't know what else is going on.
Are you getting paid or anything? Or?
No.
Because they're claiming all these bags are yours.
No.
Okay? All right.
That's not the case.
I need to get a good picture.
Yeah.
You said what now?
The guy just told me that is in her luggage, right?
There was in every one of the suitcases.
Yeah, but the guy, none of that is mine. Like they told them I have all orange bags. Does that affect me?
Be honest with you, I don't know. It's gonna be up to the courts.
I'm a parent. Yeah, I don't do that. Wait, so I'm being arrested?
I don't know if you're being arrested or
Yeah,
not.
I'm like, I don't have it. They just went through all my stuff. I don't drugs. I don't do anything. Kill my brother. I don't do this. I'm a mother.
Were any of the big bags, the girl that's up in the front?
They're hers because she's there for 2 weeks, but she wanted to check free.
What's her name?
Aunt Christine Enriquez.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 of the big bags are hers.
The only hope of freedom for the suspects was to blame the others, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, all of the bags I tagged to all of us so that she could get free stuff. It's hers in there. She can only take 2 bags free and she's staying for 2 weeks.
I got you.
Only thing mine is orange luggage. I told you guys that when you first put us over.
Okay, so this one is hers.
They're all hers. Her clothes, look at the size.
Well, this one's tagged
yeah, because
Marlene
she wanted
Richardson.
To check free. She needed to check extra stuff. She's staying 2 bags a piece, so we let her check. But only thing that's mine is that and my Fashion Nova outfits and orange stuff.
Okay.
I don't have anything with me. I don't do whatever that is they do. I don't know.
What name's that one? Latasha. Okay.
What's that?
Can I call my mom?
No, everybody's saying this crap's not theirs.
Okay, that's fine. So they can, because she's trying to say, yeah, that's her name, but she was using it for free luggage or whatever. Problem is your name's on it. So
Also for free luggage, then the dope's in the middle of the luggage.
Right.
So we know which bags the dope came out of,
Yep,
right?
yep. I got each ID with phones, whose is whose.
Plus it's on camera.
So each person had dope in their bags.
They all had their name on them, had dope in them, right?
Yep.
100% sure.
I don't do this. I'm a public figure.
What's
I have
your,
2 million followers on Instagram. She been talking to that man for 30 minutes. I know police. When a police officer like take the liking to one person and keep talking, it's because that's the one that's gonna talk.
Oh.
I was trying to get the bald head dude attention.
That dude on the right?
Yeah.
You need him for something?
What I'm finna say, I can't say on a body cam.
You want to talk to him again?
Hey, your body cam is gonna get. I can't have this on record.
Let me, I'll bring him back. Hold on.
Them people who start with a C, you read between the lines? The people who start with a C?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hi.
Hey, they said you want to talk real fast?
Yep. Well, I didn't want to talk to them because they have body cam and my safety matters.
Right. Now's your shot.
So, if I told you that there were more people coming to them with way more, what happens?
That's good. Anything you can tell me would be cooperative. If you knew where they were taking it, that would be
No,
good.
I don't. But I know that she has previous dealings with people who start with a C from Mexico.
Okay.
And
She being Tasha.
Yeah.
So she has ties to the cartel. Tasha or Tasha does?
Tasha does. If somebody come talk to me, I can give them that, and I know who else they was meeting. I know who else was coming because they were dropping me off and going to meet these people. I was going to my Airbnb. I can give you all of that. Will I be home by Christmas?
Where's it coming tomorrow?
SDF.
Okay, Louisville. That's SDF, correct?
Yep.
Okay, do you know who's bringing it?
Yep.
Okay, let me get on the phone. Hold on.
Good morning.
I'm Sean.
Hi, Sean. How are you?
My name's David. It's Dave.
Hi, Dave.
I could get Sean, Dave, law enforcement. You got 100 pounds. bags. It's 3 of you guys. State police called us here. So how did the bags get in your car?
I don't know what's in there.
You were the driver of the car.
Yeah, I don't know what's in their bag.
You don't know what's... So those bags are not yours, they're theirs.
They're theirs.
You had no idea?
I had no idea I was driving with that in my car. I don't see who's. I don't. It's not mine.
But, okay.
It has nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with you. You didn't see anything. You don't know anything. Well, okay. We're going to move to the next car.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
All 3 women faced charges of dealing 10 or more grams. Latasha Weatherspoon is facing a potential life sentence as the ringleader. Transporting drugs is risky. Her next suspect found that out the hard way. Deadly load seized. On September 13th, 2023, a New Mexico State Patrol officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle with an expired plate. As he approached the vehicle, he smelled and that allowed him to search the vehicle. What he was unaware of was that the man in the passenger seat was 41-year-old Nathan Garley, a murder suspect, and he was branching out into the world of drug trafficking.
Hello. How are you guys? Officer Bico, New Mexico State Police. Here's where I'm stopping you, showing your registration. Insurance is suspended on this vehicle.
It's actually my brother's car.
Okay. Got your driver's license on you, ma'am? Do you have any paperwork for the vehicle?
I'm actually trying to find something out.
Okay. Go and look for that, brother. Ma'am, if you get a step out for me, we'll go to my car. I'm going to give you a warning. We'll get you back on the road, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Just going to look for that paperwork for me, okay? You can stand on my front tire, okay? How are you today? Good. Where are you headed?
Back home,
Where are you coming from?
Arizona.
Okay. What part?
Phoenix.
Nice. What takes you out there? What takes you out there?
I have family that lives out there.
Oh, okay. How long are you out there for?
Since, what's today? Sorry, I'm tired. We're only there for like 4 or 5 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like the weekend.
Who's in the vehicle with you?
I'm sorry?
Who's in the vehicle with you?
My boyfriend.
And that's his car?
It's his brother's.
As the officer asked some routine questions, he had no idea who he was dealing with. Nathan's girlfriend seemed trustworthy and cooperated with the investigation, but that wasn't the case when his attention turned to Nathan.
Did you find that paperwork, man? Perfect. I'm just gonna check some numbers on the vehicle, make sure everything matches, okay? How's it going, man?
Just trying to get back home.
Where are you headed? Where are you coming from?
Arizona.
What part?
Tempe.
Tempe. What takes you out there?
Huh?
What takes you out there?
Honestly, just like we went for a little vacation.
Vacation. How long are you out there for? You have family out there?
I had an auntie, but I didn't go visit her.
Oh, okay. And this is your brother's car, you said? All right, brother. I'm going to give her a warning, get you back on the road, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
So like I said, this is a written warning for your insurance, okay? Try to get that taken care of. I know it's not your vehicle, but just let them know, okay?
Yeah, I was unaware.
So go ahead and initial here and sign in the box for me.
Sorry, hold out here, and then a signature here?
Yeah, right in the box. Let me get your copy. Any questions for me? Okay, I got a question for you, okay? When's the last time you guys smoked?
I don't smoke weed, actually.
Don't smoke? Does he smoke?
He does. I don't know. He smoked outside the car.
Outside the car?
Yeah, and he wasn't driving.
Okay. You got any more marijuana in the vehicle?
Not that I'm aware of. Like I said, I don't smoke.
Okay. Any other drugs in the vehicle? Any
Sorry? Not that I know of, no. Not that I know of.
Do you have any in the vehicle?
No, or not that I know of. I don't know. Like I said, it's not my car.
Okay. This big bush right here?
Okay.
Just pass that and stand on the other side of it. Okay, I'll tell you when to stop.
Oh, can I give this back to him?
I'll go ahead and get back to you. Just keep going. That's how you just stop. All right, man, could you step out of the vehicle for me? You go ahead and leave your phone in the vehicle, okay? What's that, man?
What?
I'll explain to you. Go ahead and leave your phone in the vehicle. Do you have any luggage in the vehicle, man?
Yeah.
You go ahead and put that on top of the vehicle. So when's the last time you smoked some? When's the last time you smoked?
Probably before we left earlier.
Okay.
And it's that little pen right there.
Okay, I can smell it, man. It's strong. What on the vehicle belongs to you?
Huh?
What on the vehicle belongs to you? Do you have any luggage in the vehicle?
Yeah.
You do? What color is your luggage?
Gray.
Gray. So here's the deal, okay? So I asked her if I could search the vehicle. She denied consent for me to search. I'm a federal task force officer at the Department of Homeland Security. So based on the odor, it gives me probable cause to search the vehicle, okay?
I thought weed was legal.
It is, but it's still illegal on the federal side. I'm a federal task force officer. So I'm going to search the vehicle, okay? Is there anything in the vehicle that you need to know about? No? See where that bush is right there? Yeah. I want you to walk that way and stand by that bush. Off to the side of the road. Right here.
As the officer searched the vehicle, the investigation took an incredible turn. Finding 100,000 fentanyl capsules wasn't something that happened every day.
Hands up! Both of you! On the ground! You walk towards me! Walk towards me! So you stay there. You walk towards me. Yes. Keep your hands up. Stay right there. Turn around. Stand up. Turn around and walk back. Keep walking back. Put your hands behind your back. Canine enforcement come. Go ahead and have him step it up. I found a large amount of in his vehicle. All right, go ahead and walk back towards me. Stop right there. Put your hands behind your back. Right. Walk this way. Alrighty. So when you guys were in Arizona, did he leave at any time by himself with the vehicle?
Yeah, I mean, he left me like in the Airbnb by myself.
Okay.
Whenever I was like sleeping or just getting ready, just stuff like that. I didn't think anything of it.
Did he tell you where he was going? No. So you had no idea that there was drugs in the vehicle?
I swear I had no idea. Like,
okay. Hey brother, what's your name? What's that?
Nathan Garley.
Nathan Garley? You sure you're not this guy right here?
That's a fake ID, but...
It's a fake ID?
Yeah.
You
I
sure?
used to use that when I was 18.
Where's your ID at?
I don't have one, sir.
You don't have one? Well, I'm gonna run it, dude. And if you keep lying to me, things are gonna get a lot worse, okay?
No, I gave you my full name.
Nathan Garley?
Yeah, that's my real name.
Okay, why she give me a different name?
What she give you?
Not Nathan Garley. That's for sure.
That's what she should have gave you. That's my real
Alright,
name.
hang tight.
Nathan was charged with possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance. Our next suspect was also wanted in a murder investigation, but she was caught on camera. Double murder scene. In Mount Dora, Florida on January 1st, 2023, law enforcement officers responded to a 911 call from a retirement community after a couple was found deceased in their home. 80-year-old Sharon Getman and her husband, 83-year-old Daryl Getman, were found in a brutal scenario that was quickly determined to be a murder scene.
You might want to go into this.
Do you have a
That's
key?
where they are.
Hey, he said that's where they are. You'll want to go through this door. Oh.
We're gonna make entry that back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's you can't go through that door. 'Cause they're right here inside the door.
So, I'm interested in knowing what the neighbors heard.
What?
They got neighbors.
Yeah, they're gonna want to interview everybody.
I think this is just a 5.
Oh yeah.
There's no 37 involved.
It's very odd.
Yes.
The way
The bodies are.
Yeah.
And so I'm not screaming. So you can see with the old man, he was stabbed in the belly and his head hit that one table, cracking his skull open. I can't see where the female, how she died.
I assume she has a bunch of cuts everywhere, but that's still in the guy's gut.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And his head's cracked open from that desk. I say take it to that little oak tree.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna wrap it that way.
I like it.
You probably don't need to pull the stretcher.
Officers talked to some neighbors to try and get an idea of exactly what happened to the couple.
They're clearing the inside right now just to make sure nobody else is in there. Do you have your ID on you, your driver's license, or just so you can? So what were you coming over for?
This neighbor here
Was concerned about him?
me and asked me to check out the garage door when I went in there.
Because the garage door was open.
Yes.
Okay.
When I went to go in there.
You don't have to take it out. 73 Mount Dora, 6527 for complainant. Okay. Do you know what time you got here, or roughly? Oh, ma'am, you can wait over there, please. I know. We'll get with you in a second, but please just wait over there, okay? I know. Just wait. Please wait over there. Okay?
Weird. She said she woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, looked out, saw that the garage door was open, and thought that was weird. She waited until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and then she still said, okay, garage door's open, that's weird. She came over here just before she called, and I guess got in contact with them, and they came too. She came over here, knocked, nobody answered. She was going to try to put the garage door down and run out, but she couldn't figure out how to do it. So the garage door has been open like that since at least 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, she's in good state.
Yeah, she is. I'm getting one for her, but whatever happened likely happened last night.
The whole connection? The stop, I think usually is because you're driving something else. So is there a car?
I bet you there's not.
73 Mount Dora. Do they have any vehicles registered to them?
See if they can check David. Wow.
So where's the car at?
Where are their children?
Yeah. 2610. Are you 26 on that?
They have a Kia, a green Kia registered to them and tires. Just see if security can speak common area with my car and stuff. Do you have other security that are working right now?
They got the 28 dispatch does.
Once the investigators found out that the couple's green Kia Soul were missing, they had a strategy to locate potential persons of interest. Soon after, one of the Gitman's phones pinged in Savannah, Georgia, 300 miles away, and the hunt was on. Officers tracked down the vehicle and discovered that 50-year-old Vicki Lynn Williams was living in the vehicle, and that raised even more questions.
Make a left, come left hard, and then you see the big Dodge Ram in that back row? It's right to the right of it. You're going to come down, you'll make a right by the, you see it? Straight ahead, straight ahead. Get out.
Driver, exit the vehicle! Huh? In the car? Get out of the car! Mike doesn't work. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. All right, she's out. Hands on the roof. Hands on the roof. Keep your hands on the roof and don't move. Keep your hands on the roof and don't move. You good?
Yeah. Step right.
Keep your hands behind your back. We'll explain anything to you in a minute.
What's your 95?
Put your hands together, baby.
Copy. I need you to check the Amtrak station, make sure there wasn't a second occupant.
Anybody else with you here? You sure?
No.
Huh?
No.
You're not sure?
You said, is there anybody
Else here with you in this car that came with you?
No.
All right, do you have any hands on you? Okay. Walk this way for me. What's your last name?
William.
What is it?
William.
Miss Williams? All right, just stand right here on the side of the car. All right. I'm not going to actually search you. I'm just going to make sure you have everything on you. All right, stand right here. Just step back. We'll let you know in 1 minute, okay? All right, just have a seat. Just keep an eye there for 1 second. Sure. I mean, I don't know where we're going, but
Vicki claimed she was given the car because it was some guy's spare vehicle. She seemed cooperative, but the investigators were skeptical.
Can you tell me anything about the cars that you were in? What do you want to know about it? Well, I mean,
I didn't know it was stolen. I mean, how the only one on the plane that has received the stolen property.
Right, yeah, and you're right. Yes, ma'am, I agree with that.
I just didn't know that it was stolen.
Car and where it came from.
No
That's
problem.
all. That's all we need to talk about is the car.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, this is what it covers up. Okay? It's easy as that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not here to, be to you. I'm here to talk about that car, where that car comes from.
Here in Savannah, for all I know.
Okay. So that's where you got that car, is in Savannah? Okay.
The guy told me that he had a spare car for me to use because I've been walking and my feet had, got scaly at the bottom and I've been tired, and he said, well, you can sleep in the car.
Okay. So have you been driving the car?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you didn't think it was a little strange that somebody gave you a car?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Wish somebody give me a car. Somebody gives me a car. Man, you're a lucky lady if somebody just handed you the keys to the car. That's good luck right there. I'm still paying for mine, and that's at 2013. But so this man, do you know him?
I do know him, and he told me that not to give his information, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Were you in that night?
Downtown.
Downtown?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Tell me what was going on downtown that night?
Nothing.
Just a quiet night downtown?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's Saturday.
Yeah, I was downtown.
On New Year's?
Yeah, I was downtown on Saturday. There's a lot of people, a lot of fireworks. You sure you're downtown?
I went downtown in the daytime, I wasn't downtown at night.
Well, where were you that night?
Walking around,
Did you
but
pick
not downtown.
Oh, so, well, you just said you were downtown a minute ago. I just didn't
No,
know.
I was downtown to get coffee, but not in the morning. I mean, not at night, in the morning. But after that, I just was walking around.
Vicky's story got even more bizarre when she claimed to be a busy real estate agent and then a doctor, so the detectives needed something to bring her back to reality. They decided to show her a picture of the victims and gauge her response.
And any of that business that you're doing with real estate, did that take you into Florida or other places?
No,
Nothing like that?
no.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, this picture looks like you.
Yeah, they say all black people look alike.
Not at all. I've been in the
I mean,
city.
I'm just saying.
Listen, I've been in the city a long time, and you see all kind of different people, and I don't think all white people look alike.
That's nice.
But what I'm getting at is this picture looks like you, especially you don't have the wig on, and like I said, I'm working through different things, right? Like I told you, I was going to look at different cameras from different hotels and all kind of different stuff. It doesn't help me when you're saying, oh, I ain't me, but if I can find stuff that I'm looking for, right? Because you told me you went and got coffee, you told me you were crossing the bus station and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Do you want to take another look at the photo?
I said no. I mean, not no to the photo, but I'm saying no, that's not me.
You think back, is there something that you may have run into and you just don't recall at the moment?
I used to work in the medical field, and I'm wondering if that could be one of my patients from a long, long time ago. It looks like her.
What about that, Johnny?
I don't remember him though, but her face looks, I guess because she's sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
But there's never time, I mean, could have run into him somewhere at all?
Mm-hmm.
Asked him for anything, nothing?
Neither one, no.
What medical field?
Wait a minute. I seen him at, when I was sitting there.
Come on. Really?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about it.
He just was sitting there with his wife, but it wasn't the lady that was there, it was another woman with blonde hair.
You sure it was that guy?
Yeah.
Tell me about, like, what drew him to you?
We said Happy New Year to one another, all of us at the table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started the conversation. I said, Happy New Year, y'all, and he said it back, and I sat across from him, and we just glanced at each other every now and then while we were eating, and looked like they were enjoying their food.
Did you ever think you'd see a photo of him again?
Mm-hmm.
The detectives thought they were finally getting somewhere, but could they believe her?
I know he had on something similar to this, like clean cut, like a polo shirt, button up, and a pair of slacks, but I don't remember what color.
Okay.
I was on my phone that day, so.
You were on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, you told me earlier that your phone was taken Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, but I have access to other people's phones.
Oh, well, where's that phone?
I gave it back.
Who did you give it back to?
A friend.
Who was that?
Come on now, please.
No, I need you to come on now.
What do you mean?
Because you just kind of jumping around with me. Like, listen, like
I've never seen this guy before.
No,
that's the point.
Yeah, we're not talking about
this
that.
Story.
We're talking
the
about
point of the story is I've never seen this guy until I don't even know if this is the same guy.
Yeah.
People look familiar. That could be the same woman that you showed.
Yeah. Well, you were talking about the phone, and that's what I was trying to figure out because you said you're on the phone.
I didn't talk to this man.
The thing about photos, and again, we're trying to figure this out with honesty, right? And this is the time to be honest, okay? And Sarge is ready to listen to you about you finally being honest, and that's what we're looking for, okay? I'm telling you, that's what we're looking for. This is you in the photo. You know it. I know it. God knows. Okay.
If you say that,
It is.
well,
all right?
I say something different. No.
Well, hear me out, okay? The people that I showed you, those pictures of, they're, I think that's why you recognize that photo and think come up. And this is the thing.
My wife would not see him at, and turn around to see him in Florida, and I wasn't even there.
I think you, the thing is, you were in Florida.
Well, I'm sorry, sir, if you're still tagging and pulling on this.
You don't
The
have,
answer is no, I'm sorry, and I'm not gonna say anything else. You're talking to yourself at this point.
okay, I mean, just, if you don't have to explain to me, help her understand why there's a photo of you. You don't have to tell me, I'll bow out, but you gotta help her understand. I mean, you're right there.
Help her understand what?
Oh, why you're in this photo. Why you're in the surveillance photo.
I don't know why somebody put that picture there and said that that's me, but that's not me.
They got tired of Vicky's games and forced her hand about it being her in the photo.
It looks like it's all black to me.
In Florida.
Well, you know how cold it is right now?
I don't know what you're talking about, but we just got finished talking about how hot it was, so now we're
Well,
talking
now,
about cold.
now.
But this person has on, I don't know what time frame we're talking about.
Okay.
We didn't go over that. But you're saying in Florida, this person has on all black.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot in Florida all year round.
Right, but this is in the evening. Okay, so you'd be surprised how many people wear all black. Okay, a lot of times.
But I don't know how many times you want me to stand up.
Vicky was found to be incompetent to stand trial, but that decision was later overturned, and she's now awaiting a trial where she'll be facing the death penalty for murder. Vicky has a lot in common with our final suspect, who was facing a similar fate. Abduct 2-year-old. On July 3rd, 2023 in St. Clair Shores, Michigan, a 2-year-old boy named Winter Smith was sitting in his mother's car when the unthinkable happened. A 27-year-old man named Rashad Trice jumped into the car and drove off. Winter's mother made a panicked 911 call, and the race was on to get her son back. Officers quickly located Rashad in the stolen vehicle and were more determined than ever.
Southbound, blackmail.
6098, yep, that's it. Hands up! We got a crash with the involving the patrol vehicle. We gotta make. This is the vehicle. Get your hands up! Get the car! Get the car! Taser! Keep him on him, Dave. Hey! Don't move! Get your hand behind your back! Now! Ready?
Yep. We're good.
I'm moving my leg.
Yep.
Huh?
Is there something under him?
I don't know. Let's check under him. I don't think so. What happened?
Alert and conscious.
You okay? Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, just gotta clean myself up.
Hey, let's have a seat here.
EMS and fire crews were en route to the scene. Rashad appeared to have escaped the crash without being seriously injured.
What's your name? What's your name?
Rashad Trice.
Rashad Trice?
Car's on fire now, too. Send an ambulance or fire truck.
What's the name from that BOL? Rashad Trice?
BOL's up on the computer.
All right, just put him in the car.
On ours?
Yep, put him in ours.
Great. Come on.
We'll have fire come check you out.
You just walked over here.
You know what? You know what? He's bleeding.
Bad.
Just have him sit against the car.
The curb right here.
Yeah.
Over here.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll get you medical. With me, this way.
Go through dispatch. EMS is gonna have to check this suspect out as well. He's got some lacerations.
We got time, let's go.
Y'all just taking about 5 times.
Yeah, well, you were fighting. Walk.
Come on, let's go.
Walk.
Come on. Dude, come on. Walk.
Nick, hold on. Hold on.
Look at my hip. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I got me that camera.
You don't see it? See my hip?
It's fine, we're getting medical.
What you mean it's fine?
They're coming, dude.
Well,
What's wrong with you?
Not much I can do about it, right?
Where you cut?
Right there.
Okay, they're gonna come check you out. Just walk him over here.
Come on, with me.
You can have a seat on the curb. You can get checked, and then you can get in the scout car. This way. Just sit down right over here, okay? Have a seat. Can you sit?
I can't sit.
I'm gonna break in.
Sit up. I ain't going over. Y'all got it.
One officer to check out, one suspect to check out. You can sit.
I can't sit. I'm standing up, man.
Sit down.
I can't sit down. I'm
sit. There you go.
If y'all had a son, y'all do that to him?
Details of the crash were relayed to the police supervisor at the scene.
Oh, obviously.
I feel you and everything here. I'm on that.
Who's injured? Ely?
So you'll see Ely's car. So we pursued him. Obviously, he spun around here. He swerved it. I think it was Ely.
Did he lose control?
Did Ely lose control?
No, did this guy lose control? Is that what happened?
Here?
Yeah.
He was veering toward the oncoming police car.
Okay.
Okay, so he swerved to the left. Ely came up, smoked him on the side because the guy.
Okay.
Ely's coming this way. He spun around right here on the grass. Started taking off at a high rate of speed again, southbound. So he and Ely were coming this way. He veered this way. Ely hit him this way. Okay, so he pulled. There's no way Ely could have avoided that. He swerved at one of the patrol cars on Harper, trying to run him off the road as he was passing this way. He refused to get out of the car. Had to bust out the window. He tried to grab East Point's. Ely tasered him twice. He again wouldn't get out of the car. Once I holstered up, grabbed him, and come out, wouldn't get out of the car. He tasered him a third time. Had to hit him a fourth time. Justin, are you a tech?
No.
Is anybody on scene a tech right now?
No, I think the only one is Doug.
Okay.
Missing style meeting with Rashad Malik Price, 20-year-old black male.
Other than being involved in a decent car accident, are you okay?
No, not okay.
Your eyes hurt, your hips hurt. Okay. We're gonna get you treatment, we're gonna get you to the hospital to get looked at, okay? Fair enough?
Do it look like I'm gonna be okay?
I think you will be. You got a long road ahead of you.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you about it.
But you'll be okay.
Probably do the rest of my life in prison.
I can't say so.
I can tell you now.
That injury on your chest that's from
Whatever just happened.
the crash.
You got it. You were in a crash.
Was it
Tasers were deployed against
Was it you that was North Holland Harper that he tried to swerve at?
No. No, I think that was probably one of these point cars, would be my guess.
No,
that was another SUV.
No, it wasn't. It was a car, wasn't it?
No. You guys had already crashed.
Or was it Ely?
Lemazzi and I got here.
I'll ask him. Well, he's talking to the Sarge. Let him.
EMTs determined that Rashad's injuries were serious enough to rush him to the ER, chaperoned by several officers.
Still need them.
Our guy's going, right? Is he getting transported?
Go by private.
He's going to take himself. Okay, we're going to take him. No, then just him. And one of us is going to ride with you, and the other's going to follow. Or you guys aren't taking him.
Yeah.
With them. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I just have quite a bit going on. So.
You got taser primes out here. You got something to collect that?
I don't. Let me get a different.
I'll give you a glove.
Yeah, that'll work.
Trice was charged with kidnapping resulting in. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 2 life sentences with no possibility of parole.